Girl who's scared of horror movies finally watches Sinners. Woo! Yeah, it happened. Yeah, it happened.
Hey, how y'all doing?
People watching me already. Hey, it's a packed day at the movie theaters. I went in at the showing, me talking about nothing immediately, but I went at the showing at 3:55. I'm coming out, it's like 6:46 right now, and this movie theater is packed. When I came here, it was dead empty. Usually anytime I come to the movie, it's dead empty because I like to choose the earliest showings ever, because I like to just get out of the way. Going to the movie, I don't remember last time I went to the movie at nighttime, like, actually, but you know, it's about to be nighttime now, and like, this theater is packed to the brim. Guys, movie theaters aren't dead, actually. Surprisingly, movie theaters aren't dead, because that concession line that I was like walking past as I was leaving was crazy. Movie theaters aren't dead, guys. Yay! And I thought I was the only one keeping them alive because I go all the time. I use my Regal Unlimited pass to its fullest potential. I thought I was the only one keeping movie theaters alive, but instead, no. Others people I don't know what I'm saying. Other people are doing it too, and that's awesome. Movie theaters aren't dead. Go to your local movie theaters. Go see a movie in theaters. Thank you. But anyway, back to our freaking topic at hand. Girl who's scared of horror movies finally saw Sinners. First things first, I do want to put like a little like disclaimer clarification out there. I am girl who's scared of horror movies, but I will see horror movies specifically in theaters for two little reasons. One is if it doesn't seem too scary, and two is if it has people I like in it. So the last few horror movies I saw was Opus, Io Debris, and I simply had to see it. And it also didn't really end up even being that much of a horror movie anyway, so it was a perfectly fine movie for me to see in theaters. And the one before that was, I'm pretty sure it was Cuckoo with Hunter Schafer, simply saw for Hunter Schafer, and it was definitely a bit more horror-ish than Opus ended up being, but I did really like it, and it wasn't like super scary. Anyway, all of that to say, Sinners did not meet those requirements for me. Every single trailer that I saw for it, it definitely gave like, oh, this is going to be a bit too much for me as a girl that is scared of horror movies, especially like seeing them in theaters. And then also there just really wasn't any like standout actors like, oh my god, I love this actor, I need to go see this movie for them. There wasn't really any of that in this movie. So I was simply going to wait until this movie went on streaming, and I'd watch it from the comfort of my own home, in my own bed, with the lights on preferably, and just like have a perfectly fine time there, you know? Some may say I'm taking like the magic out of horror movies by doing that, but as a girl that doesn't really like to be spooked and ooked in that way, I don't know, I gotta do what I gotta do to see the movie. So sorry about it, sue me. But anyway, all of that to say, I ended up watching this movie in theaters because of the way people kept talking about it. It seemed like it must simply be a movie that you see in theaters. So I put on my big girl pants and went to see this horror movie in theaters. And honestly, it was not even that scary. It was not really as spooky and ooky as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be jump scare galore, crazy gore. It's always the gore for me. It's the gore that like scares me too much. For me, I am very anti-gore, so I thought it was gonna be like full of that, full of jump scares, full of all of that, like, you know, the typical horror movie, scary movie stuff. But it really wasn't. It really wasn't too much of that, and it also just like wasn't even that inherently eerie and scary. I feel like I'm like glistening. Sorry, it's hot. I don't know. So yeah, honestly, I'm glad I forced myself to watch this in theaters because this was actually a perfectly fine time for me. The trailer, I first want to say, let's get into my thoughts and thinks and thoughts on this movie. Thoughts? I don't know that, whatever. The trailer did not do this movie justice. I was forced to see the trailer for this movie so many times because I go to the movies way too often, and then sometimes I actually show up too early, and then I accidentally see one too many trailers. And this was a trailer that they were serving down the throats of moviegoers everywhere before this movie came out. Like, I feel like I was seeing trailers for this movie like December. I don't know, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it felt like every time I would go to the movies, a trailer for this movie would play, and it got to the point where I was like, I am sick and tired of seeing this trailer. And also, the trailer never looked good. Like, the trailer did not do this movie justice. Like, this movie is so much better than the trailer, and I feel like all movies are better than their trailers, and I hate trailers, and that's a whole other tangent and a whole other video to like rant and ramble and talk about movie trailers and how they're bad and blah blah blah. So I'm not going to do that, but I will just say that the trailer for this movie, the trailer that I was served every time I went to see a movie and that it would play, did not do this movie justice because this movie was so good. This movie was so good. I am like every other person. This movie was so good. It definitely gave so much more than what the trailer was trying to serve to me, and I'm so happy about that. I'll say it one more time, and that's why I freaking hate watching trailers. I hate watching trailers. I hate being forced to watch trailers, previews, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the overall story in this, the plot, perfect to me. I am a girl who loves a movie that takes place like over one night, over one day, over like a really set period of time. That's like my bread and butter. I don't know, I'm just like so obsessed with like timing and stuff, so I love when a movie just like really lays lays out. It's like, this happened 12 hours earlier, we're only seeing this 12 hours, we're only seeing this night, this day, this like set of days, whatever. I just love that. I don't know why, it just like really like scratches something nicely in my brain, just like knowing exactly how much time has passed or like is passing or whatever, how much time has taken place within this set frame of the movie, whatever. I don't know, I just really like that. That's exactly what this movie did. It was literally over the course of one day slash night a bit, one day slash night slash morning. It was in one little chunk of time, and I love that. Also, yeah, the overall story and the overall plot was like really good to me too. Sorry, I thought I saw a person. Also, the overall story and overall plot was like really good to me too. Loved it. This movie was a long movie, 2 hours plus, but it definitely didn't feel long. I was very much tapped in the entire time. The pacing was really good, and I just really liked how it flowed. Don't know why I'm flying into a British accent, but there's people walking by and I'm a little bit scared, and then I feel like they're looking at me. Don't laugh. I really want to laugh. I literally need to move. Hold while I move. Parking spots. New location unlocked. I'm no longer by a bunch of people. I am now in the emptiest part of the parking lot. Thank you. Sorry if the lighting is a little crazy and bad. I think it's fine. I think we're fine. Where freaking was I? Yes, the movie was long, but it did not feel that way actually. It was 2 hours plus, but I was tapped in pretty much the entire time. Like, even the build up to, you know, to nighttime and when all the vampire stuff started happening, even the build up to that didn't really feel like draggy or like we were taking so long to like get to like, oh, the good stuff, the climax, etc. It was honestly like very good, because I feel like we were learning so much like backstory about this and like who this person is and this and like how this person is like connected to this person and your little backstory and your little history. And honestly, I liked learning about all these people, and like everybody was very interesting. And yeah, all the characters we were introduced to during that like first act, I guess you could kind of say, were very interesting, and like they all seemed like they had like depth to them, like their own little histories and backstories, and like actually like fleshed out histories and backstories, and it was just very interesting, and I really liked that. So yeah, it definitely didn't feel dull like during that first, maybe it was like the first hour, maybe like 45 minutes to an hour. I wasn't really keeping track of time. Like I said, I was like tapped in the whole time. Honestly, it was like a blink and like, oh, now we're into nighttime, now this is happening, and like we're transitioning into like different chunks of the movie. And I honestly wasn't really keeping track of like, oh, we're 30 minutes in now, oh, we're an hour in now, oh, we're an hour and a half in now. Like it all just kind of like flowed so seamlessly, so I wasn't really like paying attention to that. But if we were to put like a timestamp on like the beginning part of them, like, you know, gathering all the people to like get ready to like go to the place and like set it up, like their little juke joint place, all the people that came together to like set it up and like get it to what it was, maybe like 45 minutes to an hour, I don't know, but it felt really quick and it felt good. The pacing was great. That's all I really need to say. Sum this up in a pretty little bow. The pacing in this was very good. Now let's just move to more like the technical stuff, I guess. The score, immediate standout to me. I love the score in this. So good. Shout out Ludwig Göransson. I hope I just said his name right, but I know he works on, pretty much fact check this, editing me, but I'm pretty sure he works on like all of Ryan Coogler's films, like scoring them, doing the music for them, which is really cool. And honestly, it makes so much sense. Like if you had a good experience like working with a person, why would you work with someone else? Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You like to scoring your other movie. I think he literally did Black Panther and also won the Oscar for score for Black Panther too. Like he did the work there. I'm pretty sure he did the work for other movies too. So like why would you not keep working with someone that it seems like so clear that you have a good relationship with? Same thing with Ruth Carter, I believe that's her name. She did the costume design in this movie, and I also know that she did the costume design in Black Panther, and she won an Oscar for that costume design for Black Panther. And it's just like so cool to see. It's like, of course, like if you work with somebody and like you really like their work, why would you not work with them on the next thing you're doing? So it makes sense, but at the same time, it is still very sweet to see. So yeah, shout out Ludwig Göransson. The score in this was great. All the like the guitar strumming stuff, and then like later when it was like the electric guitar stuff, so good, just so good. It was so good, and it never felt like out of place, especially in the moments when it was like building up a little louder than like how like the people were talking quiet, but like the score was like building loud. But it never felt like, oh my god, the score is like doing too much right now, like let me hear the people talk. Like it worked together so well, and I hope that makes sense. But yeah, just really love the score. And honestly, that kind of rolls into like the other thing, which is my favorite part of the movie, which is the music sequence. It was like showing like the music from like past and like present and like future, and like it was all blending together so seamlessly. And like I feel like that scene could have read so like cringe or like weird or like awkward, but somehow it works so perfectly. And I think a big reason of why it works so perfectly was because of the way the score and the music like blended together so seamlessly. Like yes, we were freaking hearing hip-hop beats mixed with blues beats mixed with like older like African beats, but they all worked together so well. Like it all synced together so well, and it was so perfect. And then also just going into like the cinematography of the scene, it blended so well. Like we're seeing this type of dance, and then we're seeing this type of music, and like these people like break dancing, these people doing like traditional like African dancing, these people doing stuff that you would see like nowadays dancing if you go to a party, and like other people like doing the stuff with the turntables. Why can't I think of what that's called? Like the MC, I believe MC. I'm like pulling from like Everybody Hates Chris, that one episode of Everybody Hates Chris, where he was like a DJ. Yeah, like a DJ MC. He had his turntables. You know what I'm talking about. Craziest comparison ever, but whatever. Just like all of, like the different time frames of like music and dance just all blending together in that scene was beautiful. The cinematography of the whole moment was beautiful. The music and score in that moment was beautiful, and it was literally my favorite part. I was watching it, I'm like, this is my absolute favorite part of the movie. This is perfect to me. That is cinema. That part in the movie was absolute cinema. Literally so good. And then like leading more into the cinematography, overall I really liked it. There were specific shots in this that had such good blocking, and I'm gonna try to insert like some little screenshots of that was just so good, and I loved it so much. Like I was like, oh, this is beautiful blocking. Oh, this is beautiful blocking. Oh, the way this is set up. Oh, the blocking is so good. I love the kind of cinematography that doesn't feel like, oh, like they're really trying to do something here, like, oh, they're really trying to like serve something here. And then also the cinematography where you like clock like, oh wow, this is a really great shot. Oh wow, this is a beautiful shot, you know? I like the mix of both, because there's some movies that really lean heavily into like making every shot like super cinematic and very like artsy. I hate that word, but like that kind of vibe. And then there's other movies that really don't do too much with the cinematography and just like, oh, this is just the shot, this is just the take, this is just, we're just trying to get these actors saying these things and we're just gonna do it a simple way. And you know, no fault to either of those, but I really like this movie because I feel like it was like a very much a blended mix of both types of those like cinematography style type vibes. So yeah, for the most part, overall, I definitely like the cinematography in this, specifically for that music sequence scene, and also for the blocking moments that I hope I was able to insert. Next up, the acting performances. The lady that played Annie, I do not know her name, but I will insert her name and her picture here. She was so good. I think she was my favorite performance in this. I loved every delivery of her lines. So freaking perfect. I loved Annie's character. I loved the actress that played her. That was a really great performance, and that is my, for your consideration, Best Supporting Actress Oscar nom. Please, Academy Award nom, please. Anyway though, that's pretty much it. I think that's all I need to say. I feel like I've been talking way too long. Also, the sun is like shining perfectly now. Hello. It's like way too, I feel like it's doing too much. I'm gonna stop talking now. Thank you for watching this. Girl who's scared of horror movies watches Sinners and wasn't really even that scared. There were some moments where I did have to look away. There were some gory-ish moments, but like, not really that scary. And then it makes me think, I'm like, am I scared of horror movies? I think I'm just scared of gore. Something to think about. I'll leave you with that. I'm gonna go now. The sun's shining like way too bright, and it's kind of scaring me how like lit up I am right now, and I don't really like that. So thank you for watching. Bye bye. Yeah.